Well, the trouble is, it's not a holiday. It's always one of those terrible things when
if you over erode the natural world. So,
well, one of the things I was very impressed by personally was
the palace just dropped a shocking revelation. Sources say Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may have shattered King Charles's secret peace plan. What really happened behind those royal walls? King Charles reportedly began a quiet mission, an effort meant to bring back the sense of unity that once defined the royal family. The intention was simple: create peace before another major royal milestone approached. After years of tension and distance, King Charles believed it was time to turn the page. Behind the palace gates, the mood felt cautiously hopeful. Senior aides whispered that this was a personal project, not a public gesture. King Charles wanted to restore family harmony, not headlines. The plan appeared steady and heartfelt, until something unexpected shifted everything. Just when it seemed that the long-standing rift might finally heal, events unfolded that changed the atmosphere completely.
that is the way in which, if we live in greater harmony, we can find a much more sensible...
The palace that once symbolized stability soon became the center of renewed uncertainty. Before public fallout took over, sources suggest that private communication took place between King Charles and Prince Harry. The intention was reconciliation, a father reaching out, a son listening. Yet somewhere along the way, the tone reportedly changed. According to palace insiders, Meghan Markle played a key role in shaping the conversation's direction. The talks, once filled with optimism, allegedly became clouded by unspoken frustrations. What began as bridge building soon turned into careful negotiation. No official record exists of what was said, but those close to the palace claim trust was tested. In royal circles, silence often says more than words, and that silence soon became deafening.
And that people have lots of complaints, but generally speaking, it seems that there's a...
King Charles's peace initiative was said to be deeply personal. The plan included private gatherings, subtle gestures, and renewed communication meant to rebuild understanding with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. However, things reportedly did not go as expected. Leaks began to appear in tabloids, each telling a different story. Some painted King Charles as the patient reconciler. Others suggested resentment still lingered. Palace staff reportedly grew uneasy as the plan started slipping from control. The emotional weight of years of misunderstandings seemed too heavy to overcome. Many began asking a difficult question. Was peace even possible when every word could become a headline? Meghan Markle has always been known for directness and conviction. Reports suggest that Meghan Markle maintained firm boundaries during conversations about reconciliation. Meghan Markle reportedly emphasized autonomy, protection of privacy, and control over personal narratives.
Erode the natural world, the more we destroy.
Values that clashed with royal protocol. Online reactions reflected division. Supporters praised Meghan Markle for independence and strength. Traditional royal followers, however, saw defiance instead of diplomacy. The clash between modern freedom and royal tradition became impossible to ignore. King Charles found himself in the middle, trying to protect both the monarchy's dignity and the personal happiness of those involved. Yet as palace insiders later shared, even the most balanced effort could not please both sides at once. Prince Harry faced an emotional dilemma that few could truly understand. On one side stood duty and legacy. On the other, love and individuality. Those close to Prince Harry described a conflict that stretched far beyond family politics. It was about identity. Prince Harry reportedly longed for a genuine connection with King Charles, but feared returning to an environment that once felt restrictive. Every call, every meeting carried history within it.
It does enrich things, I think, very often, rather than cause too many problems.
Memories of loyalty, misunderstanding, and distance. Observers noticed that Prince Harry appeared quieter than usual during public appearances. The calm expression, according to royal watchers, masked the weight of an ongoing personal struggle. Many believe that this inner battle between family loyalty and personal peace became the turning point that derailed King Charles's plan for reconciliation. When reports emerged that the peace talks had faltered, Buckingham Palace responded the way it always does, through silence. No official statements, no clarifications, just quiet corridors and brief nods from unnamed sources. Advisors reportedly scrambled to contain the fallout, fearing that further leaks might worsen the situation. The royal household values discretion above all else, and this moment tested that principle to its limit. However, public curiosity only intensified. Media outlets filled the silence with speculation, framing the situation as another chapter in the family divide. What began as a private effort became a global topic overnight. The peace that King Charles hoped to achieve turned into another test of endurance for the monarchy. Royal experts often say that the media is both the crown's greatest ally and its toughest critic. In this case, the press played a powerful role in shaping public perception. Every article, every image seemed to widen the emotional distance between King Charles, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle. Journalists highlighted differences, exaggerated tensions, and gave the impression of open warfare. Supporters of Meghan Markle accused tabloids of bias, while traditionalists defended the monarchy's image. The resulting debate turned deeply polarized. Analysts suggest that constant coverage created pressure that no private family could withstand. The story became larger than those involved. It turned into a narrative about modern identity versus royal responsibility.
We should have been treating the planet as if it was a patient.
While headlines multiplied, King Charles continued fulfilling royal duties with characteristic composure. Appearances remained calm, speeches focused on public service, and gestures showed steadiness. Yet those close to the palace noticed subtle changes. Behind the formality, King Charles reportedly carried quiet disappointment. The effort to bring family together had turned into another public spectacle. Still, King Charles refused to allow emotion to dictate action. Sources suggest that King Charles now focuses on stability, maintaining unity among working royals while keeping communication channels with Prince Harry open, at least informally. Whether this reflects hope or resignation remains unclear. The possibility of another peace attempt lingers. Whispers within the palace hint that this story might not be over. Following the breakdown of reconciliation efforts, Meghan Markle appeared composed and confident during public engagements. Each appearance reflected independence, purpose, and forward momentum. Observers noted that Meghan Markle continues developing projects centered on empowerment and storytelling. These ventures often draw attention to personal growth and resilience, which many see as subtle reflections of Meghan Markle's broader journey. Public interpretation remains divided. Some view Meghan Markle's choices as admirable reinvention, others as quiet defiance. Yet one fact stands firm. Meghan Markle has crafted a life beyond the royal framework, defining success on personal terms. The next chapter of Meghan Markle's story seems focused not on royal tension, but on redefining influence from outside palace walls. In recent months, Prince Harry has appeared increasingly detached from royal events. While still expressing respect for tradition, Prince Harry's focus has shifted toward family, philanthropy, and new endeavors abroad.
It's not like a private visit, because it's so.
Reports suggest minimal communication between Prince Harry and senior royals. When contact occurs, it is said to be formal and measured. Despite distance, Prince Harry continues to carry visible affection for aspects of royal heritage, though with clearer boundaries. Friends of Prince Harry reportedly describe a complex blend of relief and sadness. Relief from tension, but sadness for what was lost. The journey reflects independence, yet the absence of familial closeness lingers as a quiet echo. Within palace walls, some insiders reportedly refuse to give up on reconciliation. Advisors believe eventual understanding is possible, but only when public attention fades. Small gestures have been mentioned, informal messages, discreet mediators, attempts at rebuilding personal communication. Still, trust remains fragile. According to one insider, the intention for peace exists, but so does fear of reopening old wounds. While nothing concrete has emerged, the quiet persistence of hope suggests that emotional ties, though strained, have not been entirely severed. Public opinion continues to shape how the world views the royal rift. Online platforms amplify every story, turning private conversations into global debates. Supporters of Meghan Markle praise courage and authenticity, while advocates for King Charles emphasize tradition and responsibility. The disagreement extends beyond personalities. It symbolizes cultural tension between modern individuality and inherited duty. Every comment, every trending hashtag influences how history will remember this period. The monarchy has survived wars, scandals, and change, but the digital age presents a new kind of challenge. Control over the royal narrative no longer belongs solely to palace advisors. The audience now shares that power. Among countless reports, one moment stands out as quietly significant. Sources mention a misunderstanding during preparations for a royal event.
This kind of danger, and we've had these.
Something seemingly small that reignited existing frustration. A single misinterpreted statement or delayed response may have reignited doubt just as progress was being made. Timing, as always in royal life, proved crucial. This turning point received little public attention at first, but within palace circles it became a defining factor. A single ripple became a wave, and the wave carried consequences far beyond expectation. Ironically, the very event designed to unite the family deepened the divide. Despite setbacks, many royal commentators believe reconciliation remains possible. King Charles reportedly still values communication and hopes time will ease emotion. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue building independent paths, yet subtle gestures suggest openness to future understanding. Time often softens even the deepest rifts, and royal history has shown that distance sometimes brings clarity. Observers point out that King Charles's reign focuses on unity, not only among citizens, but within family. That theme may guide future steps. Perhaps the next royal chapter will not be about separation, but rediscovery. Beyond titles, protocols, and headlines are individuals bound by shared history. King Charles, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle each represent different values but share the same desire: to be heard, understood, and respected. Family conflict resonates universally. Every household faces moments of distance, and reconciliation often demands patience and humility. The royal story reflects that truth on a global scale. Behind the grandeur lies emotion familiar to many: disappointment, pride, love, and longing. Maybe the real question is not about fault, but about perspective. What can unity look like in a world where every word is public and every action judged? Speculation continues about future developments. Could another private meeting already be in motion? Could a shared event bring an unexpected reunion? Royal watchers note small signs, gestures, scheduling coincidences, subtle wording in speeches that hint at possible change. For now, the story remains open-ended. The world continues to watch, waiting for the next message, the next moment, or the next quiet step toward understanding. The royal narrative has always been one of resilience. Perhaps this chapter, too, will evolve into something unexpected: a reconciliation born not from tradition, but from growth. For more royal insights and hidden stories from inside the palace, click here to watch the next chapter.